Hey, it's Harwant Gill and my partner Angel Sanchez, and this is our board game Patriot 500. We made a lot of modifications to it since the midterm, and I'm going to let my partner Angel give a brief overview.
Yeah, so the game's pretty much the same. The concept is get to 500 points. The first person to get 500 wins the game. Um, you can either roll the dice or pick up a card when it's your turn. Every time you pass this checkpoint, you gain 100 points. Something new we added, we now have monetary point system instead of having a piece of paper where you write down the scores. So this is worth 5 points. This will be worth 10. This is worth 20, and the blue chip is worth 50. So I guess I'll start it off by rolling the dice. So 2. I'm the penny. Harwant's going to be the dime. So 1, 2. And again, we have the investments that you can land on. But it's same as the midterm. You have to circle the board once to be able to purchase the investment.
And we also added a couple more investments. And a reminder is so you can either pick up a card or roll the die for your turn. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up a card.
All right, and we added some more investments, and we also raised the price of the investments to make them more riskier. So you kind of have to decide whether you want to invest a lot or give up the points for the investment or reap the benefits of having another player land on your investment.
All right, and the card I picked up was buy the rack half off, and it's a star, so that means I can save this card for later. If it doesn't have a star, that means I would have to use it immediately. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this over here, and it's Angel's turn now.
So I'm gonna roll the die again. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I got plus 10. So I'm going to get a chip worth 10 and put it over here. These are just to show you guys how much they're worth. Take these up again.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and roll the die this time. And I got 3. 1, 2, 3. So bad start for me. I'm at negative 25.
So when someone goes negative, I'll keep track of it with this piece of paper. So that way, when they do go out of the negative, they can just pay back the money to the collection we have back here. So Harvey is now at negative 25. Now it's my turn. So landed on 1. I don't know if you can see it over here. So now I'm on the Patriot Bridge. Now if you guys remember from last game, once you land on this square, you have to go on this bridge. We made the bridge a little less risky this game. Before it was middle was 500, and we had a little more negative spaces within the bridge. Now it's kind of more even out, and the most you can get is 300.
Yeah, from the midterm, as you remember, I landed on the jackpot, which was plus 500, and I won the game. And we felt that was too powerful, so we limited it to plus 300 instead of plus 500 this time. And I'm going to go ahead and pick up a card. Alright, I got buy Fenwick Library half off, another star card, and I can only use it once I go 1 lap and then land on the space.
Alright, so since I landed on that space, I have to go on the Patriot Bridge. So I'm going to check my chances. So 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I lost all my points. I only had 10, so I'll just give it back to the bank.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and roll a die. 2. And landed on plus 75. Alright, now it's Angel's turn.
Hopefully I can get off the bridge. 2.
Oh, he landed on
1, 2. I lost all my points again. I didn't have any, so it didn't really do much for me.
Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and roll the die. I got 3. 1, 2, 3. Got plus 10. Alright, now it's Angel's turn.
I'm going to roll the die. 3. 1, 2, 3. I lost plus 50 points. So I just remembered I'm at negative 50 and Harvey owes the bank 25. 25 for me. So green is worth 20 and red is worth 5.
Yeah, so I'm going to give 25 since I was negative 25.
So
I just want to point out, just want to prove that the bridge is still risky since Angel went on there. He hit 3 negatives.
Yeah, so I didn't get lucky at all with the bridge, so it didn't work out in my favor. I landed on lose points twice. I didn't have any points to begin with, so it wasn't really that bad for me. But I did land on the negative 50, however, and that puts me in a hole early in the game.
Yep, so I'm going to go ahead and roll a die. Got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm on Patriot Center, but I can't buy it right now since I haven't crossed or went 1 lap.
Alright, so we're going to roll the dice now. And if you notice, we added this space and this space. This space means you have to, once you land on it, you have to go to the bridge directly. And this it gives you the option of either collecting 200 points.
It's like a choice space we added.
Yeah, you could either collect 200 points or
have 3 turns in a row. So it was your choice.
2, 1, 2. So I get 30 plus 100 for passing the checkpoint here.
Alright, so for my turn, I'm going to go ahead and pick up a card. Want to skip ahead 3 spaces. So I'm right here, 1, 2, 3, and I land in a blank space. And if you remember from the midterm, the blank spaces are just neutral spaces, not good or bad, it's just neutral.
Alright, I'm going to roll the dice. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And on the rack. I'm going to pass on that.
And he's allowed to buy the rack now since he went 1 lap. And I'm going to go ahead and roll the die. And I got 3. 1, 2, 3. So now I'm on plus 30. Thank you.
Yep. I am going to roll the dice. 1. Neutral space.
I'm going to go ahead and roll the die as well. I got 1. So I'm on the checkpoint. So I get 100.
I'm going to roll the dice. Got 1 again. I got plus 10. Not port of using it.
Alright. I'm going to go ahead and roll a die. 6. 1, 2, 3. I'm on the rack, and if you remember earlier, I picked up buy the rack half off. I'm going to go ahead and use it. So that would be
100 points. So now Harvey owns the rack. Alright, I'm going to roll the dice. 2. 1, 2. Neutral space again.
alright. I'm going to roll die as well. Got 3. 1, 2, 3, and I'm on the Patriot Bridge now.
That's good for me. I'm going to roll the die. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lose 25. 20 here.
Alright, so for my turn, I'm going to go ahead and roll the die. And I got 3. So 1, 2, 3. And I landed on the new space we added, which is the upgrade.
Alright, so with the upgrade space, it was something we wanted to do to add kind of more of a skill or
Different element to it.
Right. So what it is instead of having his traditional game piece, which is a dime, he could upgrade to one of these pieces. To this piece. And what this does is instead of him collecting 100 every time he passes a checkpoint, he'll be able to collect 150. But with the upgrade, he would have to spend half of his current points on it right now.
Yeah, so it's kind of a choice, and I'm going to go ahead and upgrade.
So you have 50, 70, 80, 90, 100 points, so give me 50. Alright, so now Harvey, every time Harwant passes the checkpoint, he'll gain 150, whereas I, with my normal piece, I'd only get 100.
Yep.
So now it's my turn. I'm going to roll the dice. Got a 1.
Land on neutral. Alright, so for my turn, I'm going to go ahead and use a star card that I had saved up. Because I see Angel's about to pass the checkpoint, and I don't want that. So I'm going to go ahead and move him to the Patriot Bridge. And that was my turn.
So now I'm at the Patriot Bridge.
And I did this because I'm currently down, and I'm hoping... I know the Patriot Bridge is dangerous, and I'm hoping he lands on negative.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ooh, he landed on the jackpot.
So I got plus 300. So Harvey's plan didn't work out. So there's 300 right there.
So his total is right now.
I got 100, 200, 300, 415.
Alright. So that didn't work out the way I wanted it to. And I'm going to go ahead and roll a die. And I got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got another upgrade. Well, I can't upgrade now since I've already upgraded once.
Yep. So now it's my turn. So I'll land on 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, plus 100.
Yep, so he passed 500.
So you have it, folks. 515. I'm today's winner. Thanks, guys, for watching. So just to go over what we added, the upgrade, which you saw Harvey, he was able to. Well, he wasn't actually able to use the benefit of the upgrade, but if he would have kept playing and he would have passed the checkpoint, he would have got more points passing the checkpoint with the upgrade. No one landed on the go back to Patriot Bridge Square, but if they did land on it, they would have to go directly back to the Patriot Bridge. And you can see this game.
You used different strategies this game.
Right. I chose, if you guys notice, I chose to roll the dice mostly. I think I only picked up a card once, and it worked in my favor. I did get a little bit of luck. But those are just my strategy I chose, and I got lucky like that. And if you guys notice, earlier when the game first started, when I went on the Patriot Bridge, I landed on lose all your points twice. But this time when I went on there, I won the game. So it's a 50-50 shot when you go on the Patriot Bridge, and that's what we like. That's the element we like about it.
Yeah, and unfortunately for this time, we didn't get to see all the investments. And the more you play, like, you'll have different strategies to win this game. Like sometimes you can get most of the investments and try to hope that the other player lands on it, so you get his points and win that way.
And when we played previously with more people, it's a lot more fun because more people are picking up cards and setting each other back, and there's a lot more negative points. And so landing in the
much more things are utilized when you're using more people, since it's just 2 players.
Right. It's easy for me and Harvey to rack up points and to get 500 faster because it's just us two. Yeah. Usually when there's more people playing,
the star cards are a big factor when there's more people playing, as well as the investments.
I didn't use this card, but I could have, and that's the type of thing we do. Well, that happens frequently when we play with more people. Of this space as well, I used it a few times when we played with more people. I like getting the 200 points because I like seeing the points immediately, but I know other people like getting 3 turns in a row. But the negatives with that is it could be, if you're 3 turns in a row, it could all be negative turns. If you choose to pick a card and it loses you 15 points or whatever it be. But it's just my strategy, the way I like to play. As you